we're almost at nap time, so I'm gonna have to take a pause here in a minute and put my little one down. But hi, a long time no chat, or it feels like, at least for me. I haven't sat down here in a while to do a makeup look. I don't know why I'm looking back and forth. I gotta get back in the groove of this, don't I? There is this trend going around on YouTube called Latte makeup, and that just is right up my alley. Like, my alley, whoop, there it was. So that's the kind of look I'm going to be doing today. And then I also have 1, 2, 3, 4 products we're going to test out today. A bunch of it cosmetics, and the buttercream bronzer from Juvia's Place that like had excellent recommendations off of YouTube. If you can get past the nasally sound, then let's get into it. Okay, so I did already prep my skin. I went in with 2 products, the Cosrx. I don't know if you pronounce it or say the letters. Cosrx Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream, as well as my e.l.f. Whoa Glow Stun Touchable Lotion. Going in for primer, profusion, pigment base, and neutral. So I'm really excited to try this latte eye look. I think I'm trying to like figure out what my style is when it comes to makeup. And quite honestly, some of these more exciting looks, the more like exaggerated looks, which I have definitely done, especially on my sister, I like them. But this latte look seems more natural and like something that I would gravitate towards more. So I really want to work in that realm to kind of like hone in my skill doing that kind of makeup. So I live in Ohio, and I have started advertising myself to hopefully get some freelance makeup jobs. So like I said, I'm wanting to practice different techniques on myself. And I really want to know how to best do makeup for mature skin, because I feel like a lot of times when people think about getting their makeup done, they think of the young girls and prom and all that stuff, which is fine. But like, I want other women to know, like, you can get your makeup done too. Just because I'm 33, just because you're 30 plus doesn't mean that like you can't have your makeup done and look nice, age appropriate, beautiful, glamorous, like, and I don't mean like full glam, but like feel good just because you have mature skin. So like, I want to start working with some people like who have more mature skin and kind of practice what looks best on mature skin. So anyways, let's get into this. I'm going to use the Give Me Gold palette from Flower Beauty. It seems like we've got a lot of these brown tones that I'm wanting for this smoky look. So I'm going to start with a fluffy brush. I have got to wash my brushes. That has got to be on my list imminently. So I'm going to start with this brown just all over the lid. And again, I don't know if I'm going to be any good at this. I hope I am. Now, I've talked about this palette before. I really love the color selection. I love the formula. I do wish, however, we had, instead of these two, because we've got these 2 golds, they put me in like another matte. Like a matte more around this tone. Or like, I don't know, just another matte right in here would have been ideal. Because right now, you've only got 3 mattes in the whole palette. Okay, so let's pop this color on. Also, something I want to learn is less is more. A lot of times I'll start going in with product and think I have to really pack on the color. But in all actuality, for regular makeup, when I'm not doing like the extreme looks like I do with my sister, that's really not the case. Okay, looking straight ahead. Applying this brown. It looks patchy on camera right there, but it doesn't look like it in person. I think it's where my light's hitting, because in my actual mirror, it doesn't look patchy right on that little section. I think it's a shadow coming from my light. Because when I look at it regularly, you don't see that. Okay, so I went ahead and did this eye. I kind of brought that brown out here. So now what I'm going to do is go in with a little bit of a fluffier brush. This is a blending brush from e.l.f. And I don't know, I feel like that's almost going to be too dark. I really thought that palette was going to do it for us. I think I'm going to go in with this shade from Glowing Coconuts from ColourPop and just take that into the outer corner. My look is really inspired by this look from Raw Beauty Kristi. When I seen her do this trend, I was like, oh, that's on my level, I think. And I'm just going to fluff it inwards. Yeah, I think that other one would have been too dark. And then I'm just going to take the brush I previously used, no product, and just make sure everything's nicely blended. All right, next I'm going to take this flatter brush. Well, okay, it's the same brush, but it's another blending brush from e.l.f., but it's not quite as fluffy. And I'm going to take the shade Shredded and pop that in the front of the eye on the lid. Oh. Yeah, I really like that. Like I said, that right there, I don't see it when I look normally. But I think it's a shadow. Okay, now here's the part that I'm scared of, but this is what I seen Ask Ellen Beauty doing. Now, here's something I do want to invest in. I want to invest in some pencil eyeliners. Is that Revlon one? No, even the Revlon one is a twist up. Anyway, I'm going to take this. Oh, wait. Is this matte? We're just going to... We're going to try. Alright, I'm going to take this Believe Beauty Long Lasting Eyeliner in Enchanted. I'm going to press it. Place it right in my lash line. Then go in with this very small little detail brush and start using that to... Wait, how did she do it? Hold on. I don't think that's the kind of brush she used. Give me a second here. I think it was more like this precise shader, and she... Hold on, let me watch it. Alright, I'm glad I paused to watch that because I almost started doing it wrong. So, I need to draw a thicker line, and then she said you want to brush it down with a flat brush. So this is just an old one from Wet n Wild, and then you start... I don't know how to get to it though. Does that make sense? Oh, that might be the wrong kind of pencil to do this with. Because it's not pencil, I don't think it's blending like it should. Let's try, well, let's try this. See? This is why you practice on yourself, so you can experiment. This is the Mint Melt No Budge eyeshadow stick in Melt With Me. Okay, let's try this. Okay, and now... Is that even working? Let's wipe up the underneath because I think the underneath is throwing me off. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh, okay. Like I said, we're experimenting. Let's try on... Oh, that's an eyebrow pencil. Oh, wait. Let's try on this other eye. This Crayola... Oh, gosh. Kohl pencil from Revlon. Huh. That almost looks blue now that it's blended out. That's weird. But yeah, I like this one better. Looks more brown. This one, like I said, almost looks blue. Let's see if we can do damage control. Just went straight in my eyeball. Okay, here's where we're at. First of all, little one's down for a nap. I ended up wiping off just my eyelids, repriming, blending just a little bit. And here's what I came up with. So let me show you what I worked with because I had to figure something else out. So, I took this very flat brush. I dipped it into, I don't even know, this color right here from the Flower Beauty palette. And then I flip it so that the very pointy end is pointed out and place that along my lash line. Okay, that's kind of messy. That's fine. I also use the point to kind of stamp what I want to do. Then, some of these looks are matte, but I'm just not a matte galley. I like my shimmer. So I took some NYX glitter glue, placed that on my lid. And then I went in with two different colors. I went in with this bronzy shade and this gold shade. More of the bronze toward the middle and then the gold toward the inner corner. Then just kind of sweep my finger over them. Now I'm going back in with this liner, and I'm just going to put a little bit. I don't know what that was right there. Then I'm going to go back in with this brush, take a little bit of that shade, and just kind of finish blending it out. Now we clean it up to sharpen the wing. That one kind of swoops, doesn't it? Let's see if I can fix that. I guess everybody's latte eye is going to be what works best for you. I'm going to do brows, and then we're going to come back and we're going to test some mascara. Okay, for brows, I don't know, I got lost in the brow world. I use the e.l.f. Wow Brow stuff. I use my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, and then for the inside and the outside, the NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen. The Ask Ellen Beauty said one of the first things that can really de-age you is making sure that your brows are where they need to be, making sure that they're full in the front and they have the tail on the bottom. I'm telling you, she's up there. Okay, mascara. We're going to retry, and everybody pray I do not have a headache tomorrow. We're going to retry the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara on this eye, and then on this eye, we're going to test the waterproof version. And it's going on this eye because this eye will not stop watering. So here's what they look like. Ooh, I like that blue. Let's look at the wands. Awesome. My hair is already wrapped around that. Okay. Yeah, wands look the same. Okay, so regular going on this eye. I kind of want to do mascara primer. So we're going to use the Lancome primer on both sides. Like, my lashes need all the help they can get. Okay, well, that dries a little bit. The next step that I want to do on my face before we get any further is a little bit of redness correcting. This is the Rescue Balm Red Correct Color Correcting Green Cream from Hero. And so I'm going to put where I'm red. Always my nose, always my nose. And then I'm going to blend it in with this brush. It is the IT Cosmetics for Ulta Love as a Foundation brush, but this is like the limited edition one. But it's with their brand. It's not like the ones that we've seen all the influencers using that had like the really pretty handle, you know what I'm talking about? If you watch Raw Beauty Christie or Kathleen Lights, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm just going to press this into the skin. Look how sad my under eyes look. Jeez, COVID's kicking my butt. So let's go ahead and color correct a little bit under there as well. I'm going to take the NYX Dark Circle Concealer in Fair. I'm really going to warm this up. Get it more emollient. Much better. Okay, before we go to mascara, I'm going to take my little comby thingy and brush through my lashes so they're not clumpy. I wonder if I put on enough, because I see other people do mascara primer and like their lashes are completely coated and mine never are. Regular one over on this side. So there is regular. Now let's go in on the other side with the waterproof that my eye will not calm down, and you better work. I don't like clumpy mascara. I feel like when I do primers, my eyelashes look clumpy, and I don't like clumpy. Okay, so remember we did the Lancome primer. Here's regular. And here's water. Whoa. Well, I can definitely see a difference. So we'll let that do its thing, and let's go in to the next part of the face. I do want to try this concealer. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots Concealer in Serum, 2% niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and caffeine. Buildable, medium coverage, natural finish. This is in the shade Light Cool 20. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go in with the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. One side we're going to do a brush, one side we're going to do a sponge. So on the sponge side, I'm going to take the dropper I'm going to wipe a little bit of this on. That might even be too much. All right, I'm going to tap it into my hand. I'm going to start blending this in. Also, the NYX brow pencil, the Lift and Snatch, like right now it looks fine, but here's a picture. Do you see that when I go into my bathroom lighting, how this looks almost green? It looks almost green, and this is the shade Taupe. Has anybody else had that issue? Because I don't like it. My arm is cramping so badly. It's like, I'm not built for this. Okay, so this side, we're going to do the brush, and I'm just going to wipe this into the bristles like I did with the sponge, and let's see what happens. I can tell you one thing, my arm's gonna start cramping. Yeah, I prefer the sponge side. It just presses it into the skin so much more nice and natural. And I mean, maybe a brush would work, but just this brush for me is not doing what I want. Let's go ahead and finish this look that we had going on here. Back to the actual latte makeup. Let's do some under the eye smoky eyeliner. I'm going to take like this little precision brush. I'm going to tap, actually, I'm going to tap into the color that we used originally, this first color right here. Bring that over. I will say, doing my eyeshadow this way, looking at it up close, it looks so flawless and blended. So definitely that less is more approach is the way to go. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of this white gold from the same palette and put it in the inner corner. And then let's try the waterproof mascara on the bottom lash line. I know that this is supposed to be a latte look, but I think I'm going to take just the smallest bit of kind of a peachy blush, because I am pale. I don't feel like a lot of bronzer right there is going to look very good. Just a little bit of peach. I can't even see it, can you? Okay, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl matte bronzer, Back to the Beach. Let's bronze up our latte look. And then for highlighter, I'm going to go in with some of my Milani Baked Highlighter in Dulce Perla. I am going to go ahead and line with my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in Nude. And then to fill that in, I don't know, give me a second. I don't think I have any. Okay, that is a very light application of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Rust. Okay, so here we have the finished latte makeup look. I think it's really pretty. I even think it's a really nice look for fall. Getting that kind of bronzy, gold brown look. And you could definitely, I've seen some that are as simple as just taking your bronzer brush and literally like sweeping that onto your eye, and that's the eye look. I've seen some that are intense smoky. I think I fall somewhere in the middle of that. I really do like it. I think it's pretty. I honestly feel like this process, again, my inspiration kind of came from Raw Beauty Kristi. The eyeshadow is some of the most blended eyeshadow I've had in quite some time. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.